guys, yes, there has been yet another patch for the Evocati, for the PTU. We are expecting it to sort of go to wave 1, at least sort of mid towards the end of this week. And obviously, when our initial estimates, I didn't realise it was a July 4th of July, because obviously I'm Australian, not American. But yeah, I just totally slipped on that, so yeah. But yeah, at the end of the day, that's obviously pushed it back a few days, and I thought it was going to be, I was saying probably towards the end of the week, but there was basically those 4 days where nothing really happened. So I'm saying it's probably going to be mid to towards the end of this week for the Evocati. Considering the fact that they are also doing mass amounts of bug fixing, which is good to see. Now, obviously, there was no Evocati PTU yesterday. They went through and they were doing a whole bunch of bug fixes for today, which is hence why it's so big. But we'll break it down, get into it. But yes, I am expecting it probably wave 1, probably towards the end of this week. So, Star Citizen Alpha 3.24.0 PTU 9242809. Obviously, it's Evocati. Server info is US only. Long-term persistence enabled. Replication enabled. Server recovery enabled. And starting is $15 million. Testing feedback is obviously the instance and personal hangars, freight elevators, storage access, hangar decorations, and cargo hauling missions. Not ready for testing is the cargo commodity rebalance, which they'll probably do when everybody is in, and the dynamic event, which they'll probably do when everybody is in. Known issues: when a ship is stored via a hangar ASOP, then another ship is requested to the hangar via Spaceport ASOP, or vice versa. The hangar landing pad platform will remain in its lower state when delivering request vehicles. So when a ship is stored by a hangar ASOP, and then another ship is requested to a hangar via the Spaceport ASOP. Right, okay, so it seems like there's a bit of an issue communication there, boys. Obviously, storage access. When filtering drop-down checkboxes ticked, selecting another one will cause the previous checkbox to become empty. Personal hangars. Locations. Hangars do not open when contacting FTC to take off or land at a destination. So that is obviously something they will need to fix before they go to wave 1. The item bank. Frame rate will drop dramatically if player owns too many items. Oh, great, that's going to be me. Because of all my subscriber stuff I get given. The retrieving the whole sea at locations without a docking port was disobeyable, unable to request at this time. I don't know if that's really a bug or an issue. Like, yeah. Personally, if I was the game dev, I would make it display a message saying, "What are you trying to do? There's no docking port." ASOP terminals that fade to black when accessing after delivering a vehicle. AI are missing from inside Kreia. Players cannot hear other players through any audio channels. They probably need to fix that too, actually. Not important, but they'll probably want to fix it, I should say. Turrets can get stuck mid-firing nowhere near the targets. It's probably something they'll want to fix when it goes to wave 1. Transits will ultimately desync. They probably won't worry about because they are doing a rework on that, which is why it's desyncing. Hostility not been wiped by QT. Spawn closets AI do not move after spawning. That's obviously an issue, but we have seen them past that, ignore that before. Probably worry about that more when it gets to wave 1. Unable to activate EMP. Ship alert is very small. It can be difficult to read. We've seen them go live without worrying about that. Backpack reload. Sometimes weapons fail to reload. We've seen them go live without that. Weapons reloading invisible mags. We've seen them go live without that. Quantum travel. Unable to use plotted routes to plant side locations while in orbit. Not a major thing, to be honest. They'll probably want to fix it, but not to stop them to go from quote Q1 or wave 1. AI reputation. Raid on Orison. Combat AI not spawning and is automatically failed. They'll probably want to fix that. G-Force induced head movements is excessive. They'll probably try and fix that when it goes to wave 1. And various parts of Area 18 Central can't be routed via mobile glass. They'll probably worry about that when it gets to wave 1. Made further dynamic updates to enable ships to yaw more in app mode. So that's the Gladiator, Hawk, Hornet FC, and Origin. Now, there is a whole bunch of bug fixes, right? So we'll go through some of those. So let's jump into some of these. So after Area 18 is streamed out on the server, open hangar doors will be closed when streaming back in again, but will still be open on the newly connected clients. So that's obviously a problem with culling. Multiple vehicles, docking ports after a vehicle docks and then is stored at a space station. If the vehicle is spawned in a hangar, the ship engines will never function. Wow, okay. So that's obviously specifically the whole sea by the sounds of it. Personal hangars, self-land cargo elevator signs are blank and missing information. While your personal hangar, you can hear the sounds of other players' hangars. Item banks have incorrect scaling, making them difficult to sometimes impossible to use. Cargo hull missions do not give reputation. Cannot pick up weapons from freight elevators and armistice zones. They lack interaction, which is obviously that's an issue because of the fact that we have armistice zones, but we won't have armistice zones always in the future. Personal hangars can spawn with no collision. The freight elevators can be scrapyards, have no cargo grid. You are unable to lower the cargo elevator with cargo attached. When players neutralize a bounty target mission, they will not be completed. Flowing triangle screen entity attaches to ship skeleton at root when the ship takes off, and cannot enter text for chat for apps. Now, all that has been fixed, which is good, because there are some major issues there. They have fixed 2 client crashes, 3 server crashes, and 2 hybrid services crashes. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, at the end of the day, guys, I would say that the major issue with this at the moment that's stopping them is probably this big one here. I would say that's the main issue. But yeah, like I said, I would say this, expect this towards the end of the week. I would say it's probably going to go for wave 1, which is absolutely suck balls because that's when I work the most. And CIG seemingly know this. I'm joking, of course, but you know what I mean. But guys, yeah, at the end of the day, really looking forward to getting my hands on this. But yeah, I would say probably wave 1, probably towards the end of the week. Let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Obviously, the video has been helpful. Please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, we will see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.